thumbnail. So as you can see, I have dyed my hair red. I absolutely love it. It's just semi-permanent, so it won't last long. I think I might keep it though. I'm really liking the red hair, but I've got another colour that I'd like to try out as well, so we'll just kind of see where it goes. But enough about my hair, and we'll get into the video. So for today's video, I will be showing you how to do an in-depth skincare routine. So starting from removing the makeup and just talking through the steps that I would take. These are just kind of what I've picked up throughout the years, what I've seen other people do, and they work for me. I'm not necessarily going to say that the products that I'm using today are going to work for you. A little bit of a disclaimer, I am not a skincare expert in any way, shape or form. I don't know what ingredients you need for certain concerns, things like that. I've kind of picked up a little bit for what I need with my concerns, but even then it is the bare minimum. So I couldn't tell you what works for redness, what works for acne, anything like that. I do not know anything about ingredients or special type of products, anything like that. These are just products that I have picked up because I have heard that they are good for certain things that I need, and through use I really like them. But again, they might not be the best products for me, but I like the products that I use and that I will be showing you today. Obviously, should you be doing this, obviously you'd be doing it in like your bathroom with like fresh water and a sink and stuff, but I don't have that. So I have got a bowl of water here, which I'll obviously like replenish as the steps go on. But yeah, so I think we should just get kind of started. I'll just kind of go through it with you. So first things first, I'm obviously going to tie my hair back. Okay, so now that the hair is all tied back, I'll just run through kind of what I'm going to do. So the first step is I remove my makeup with makeup wipes. Now I know that some people choose to use pads with cleansing milks or micellar waters. I very occasionally do that, sometimes if I maybe run out of wipes or if I just feel like a bit of a change. But primarily speaking, I take the bulk of my makeup off with makeup wipes. I know, I just pull the prettiest faces, don't I? Okay, so now that we have the bulk of the makeup off, I'll now go into my next step. So this is what I use in the morning when I'm washing my face. So the cleanser that I use to clean my face is the Botanics All Bright with Hibiscus Cleansing Foam Wash for all skin types. Just as a wee bit, and I like to kind of add just a little bit of water with this, just to kind of foam it up a bit. Sorry if you don't like ASMR. Now that we've got it into a bit of a lather, we just kind of massage it and really rub it into our skin. And make sure we're cleaning the neck too, because often you put like foundation down here or even down here gets dirty, so just really kind of pressing it and massaging it into the skin. So next I would obviously kind of splash my face with water to get it off, but I'll just use a wet cloth with some warm water just to wipe this off, just because obviously I'm not in my bathroom right now. Okay, so next thing I would do, where I do this once or twice a week, so I don't use my foam cleanser if I'm using this. I just use this on its own, unless obviously I am doing a really deep cleanse like I'm doing right now. So the next thing I am going to use is exfoliator. If you don't have an exfoliator or don't like using them, you could also use a really deep cleaning mask, so like a charcoal mask for example. Any other really deep cleaning masks you could use instead of an exfoliator. But the exfoliator that I'm going to be using today is the Botanics All Bright with Hibiscus Purifying Face Scrub for all skin types. But yeah, so this is the Botanics exfoliator here, and I am basically just gonna do what I've just done all over, but I'm mainly going to focus it on my problem areas, so like my nose and my chin. And again, I'm just really kind of rubbing this, massaging it into the skin. So once you feel like you've worked that in quite a fair bit, again, just wash that off with some warm water. Now, because you've had 2 really good deep cleanses with your skin, it's gonna feel quite dry because obviously you've taken off that dead layer of skin, all the dirt, all the grime that's on your face. So at this point, I spray my face just a little bit with a hydrating mist, a refreshing spray, something that's just gonna bring the moisture and hydration back into your skin. So I am just using the Revolution Skincare CBD Nourishing Essence Spray. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but I suffer from a bit of red skin. I don't think I've got sensitive skin, but on my cheeks, kind of down here on my nose, a bit on my chin, I get quite insecure about it, and I know obviously it's nothing that can be helped, so I really shouldn't be. It's just part of my skin, it's part of my beauty. But I don't like how red my cheeks get, so I like to use a kind of soothing, cooling mask just to help with my red cheeks. And a mask that I found really good for that is the e.l.f. Super Mask. It's a soothing mask with Centella Asiatica, I think that's how you pronounce that. But this is the mask here. And I just like to put this on with a brush, so I've just got kind of like a flat foundation brush here. This works really well, and I just put this all over my face. Another mask I like to use for this is the Lush Rosy Cheeks mask. I really do like that one, however I was terrible at using it because it has to be stored in the fridge, so I would always forget that it was there. So I'm going to leave this on for about 10 to 15 minutes and then I will be right back. Okay, so this mask hasn't quite been on for 10 minutes yet, but before I take it off, I just wanted to show you my next step, because I kind of take everything off in a oneer with this part. So the next thing I do is I use a lip scrub. So I just have this one, I can't even remember where I got it from, but I don't use a lip scrub that often, but when I do it in this kind of section here. I think I actually got it from Asda, but I could be wrong about that. So I just get a cotton bud and just scoop some of it off and then stick it on. And then I use my finger to just rub it in and really give those lips a scrub. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes now that the mask has been on, so I'll just wash everything off. But I'm going to do it gently because I don't want to stimulate the skin that I have, well, stimulate the skin too much that I have just calm and soothed with the mask. While I was waiting for the mask to work, I replenished my water, so this is fresh water that I'm using. I'm just going really slowly and gently around my face just to make sure that all of that mask is off. Now, I would just like to say at this point, I would use some other products that I would be testing, like any new samples or any new products that I have received in a Birchbox. I pay for a Birchbox. It's a monthly subscription service to get hair, makeup, skincare stuff. You can kind of tailor it to your needs. So if I am wanting to try anything out, I would typically do it roughly around this part. However, I've got so many products, and because they're not part of my regular skincare routine, I'm not going to include them in this video. You may remember that I said earlier that I am not a skincare expert. I really don't know kind of what products or ingredients work best for every type of skin. I just kind of know roughly what I kind of need, and even then that's a very little amount, that's a very basic amount. However, if you do really want to know about products, if you do really want to get that expert advice, that expert knowledge, then please go visit Kyle Andrew. I'll put his Instagram up here, Kyle Andrew on Instagram, and I'll also link it down below. He knows like everything that there is to know about skincare. He is really knowledgeable and he loves getting DMs and stuff to talk about skincare. So yeah, go check him out. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is, again, we need to kind of give our face more moisture. So I'm just going to go back into my Revolution hydrating mist. And then I am going to use a toner. And again, I don't really know what kind of toners do. I do know that they have something to do with like the pH balance in your pH levels in your skin and balancing them out, but that's as far as I know. Even then, I'm not 100% certain, but it works for me doing this in my skincare routine, and I'm going to use it. It's again a product that helps with soothing my redness, as well as the spray that I've just used. So again, that's all I know. If there are better products out there for me, then I am very happy to try them. I would like to try The Ordinary. They are very, very, very well informed on their ingredients. That's all it is on their packaging. It's not nourishing, hydrating mist. It's just got the ingredients on the label, so they know what they're talking about. So I'm just taking the Revolution Skincare, I want to say Cica tonic. So it's a calming tonic with green tea extract. Now I will say I do not like the smell of this product at all whatsoever. So as well as it is for me, I think once I finish this bottle, I think I'm going to maybe try and see if I can find a different product, because it smells very planty, very earthy, and that's just not a fragrance that I really like in my skincare routine. So I just put that on a wee cotton pad and just gently kind of move that all over at my skin. Now the next thing I do is eye cream. So for eye cream, I am just using the Spa Brightening Eye Cream Luminous Glow. Now this isn't very accessible. It is only available in Asda. I think the Botanics, you know, the face washes that I used earlier, I think they might have one. I quite like their product, so I think I might try it, might branch out. Don't know, we'll see how it goes. I've still got quite a little bit left of this product, so just wait and see. So I just get that on a couple of fingers, just kind of rub it in, and then I just gently rub it around my eye area, making sure to kind of get up here. And again, just massaging it in, and then down here. and at the temples. I like to use products that are anti-aging and good for redness, because those are my two concerns. I know I'm only 23, but you do really need to start with anti-aging products quite young, kind of like around my age-ish, because it's so much easier to delay than it is to kind of reverse. So, but yeah. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into day cream. Had this been at night, I would use a night cream, or recently I have been using the Revolution Skincare CBD oil for dry skin. Been using that at night. Don't use an oil during the day typically. But yeah, so since it's still during the day, I will be using the Botanics Triple Age Renewing Affirming Day Cream with SPF 15. It's always really good to use something that's got SPF in it. If it's a day cream, if it's a foundation, if it's a primer, something that's got that ingredient, that thing in it. So that's the cream. And I just scoop an amount, that's far too much. So I just scoop an amount and then pop it into my hand. And then again, I just take a minute or two just to really massage this and really get it into the skin. And make sure you always do your neck, because when you grow older you don't want to have a beautifully young face, but as soon as you get to here it's just wrinkle central. And you typically want to make sure that your strokes go in a particular fashion, so you don't kind of want to bring like squish everything in, you kind of want to stretch it out and lift it up. And then my last step is to use lip cream. Obviously we exfoliated, got all the dry skin cells off our lips. However, the lips naturally don't produce any moisture of their own, so that's why they're always really dry and chapped. So I am just using my Clarins Extra Firming Lip and Contour Balm. And as you'll be able to see, I really don't have that much left. So I use a cotton bud just to kind of get some out from the sides. And then I just really kind of work it in. And that is basically my in-depth skincare routine. It has changed and it does sometimes get tweaked a little bit depending on what kind of products I've got with me, or if I've got any more masks, or if I'm trying out a new product, but generally speaking it is basically that. That is what I do. I wash my face every morning. I use the eye cream, the day cream, the lip cream, the refreshing mist and toner every morning. Sometimes even I'll use that stuff at night depending on how lackluster and dry my skin is, but typically speaking that's what I do. That's it. And just look at how amazingly glowy and healthy my skin looks, because it's had a really deep clean and it's got all that moisture just right back on there. And as the day goes on, it'll still feel so soft and moisturised and luscious, and it's just got such a nice shine to it. So yeah, I really hope that you liked this video. I really hope that you found it even somewhat informative or helpful to try and obviously keep your skin looking great right now. There are loads of products out there that I really want to try, so yeah, maybe Kyle Andrew will give me some tips. But yeah, go check him out. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.